Hey, what is up, guys? Master Gamer coming at you with Mass Effect 3. Well, not exactly Mass Effect 3, but more of like Mass Effect 3, the Citadel DLC, the Shortly DLC. Honestly, I wasn't really thinking about, doing this DLC, but the game and ethos told me that, I should give it a shot, see what it's all about. So I decided, what the heck. But I won't be doing as much as commentary like I normally do in regular videos, because I want you guys just to hear some of the awesome dialect that this story portrays. I want you guys to really see, where it shines. Mass Effect is not really so much of, just core gameplay. Of just talk. You don't really want to talk over it, because really the gameplay comes in the dialect of how you choose to say, you be a jerk and such about it. But I'm not gonna really be speaking so much during those dialected parts, because I really want you to feel the essence of my Fem Shep. But I actually will get into more about my Shep a little bit later after this cutscene, so enjoy, guys.
Shepard.
Admiral, how you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Haley wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay. Good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Okay, as you can see, Anderson gave us this kick-ass apartment. I sort of like what they did, like back in ME1. Like, if some of you all remember that Shepard could get his own apartment off on another separate planet. I sort of enjoyed how they brought that, that whole entire thing back. Shepard getting his old, getting his own dig, somewhere to stay, chill, be himself or herself, in this case. But actually, this DLC made a lot of references and gameplay-wise back towards, ME1 and ME2 when it comes to choice of environments and places and certain objectives that you have to complete over the course of this gameplay. And I find that very good. You can tell that they gave some lot of thoughts in, like, with the whole entire thing. They decided, hey, let's bring back, the ME1 place, but, what's ME3 and make it an apartment instead of, like an actual house on a desert planet somewhere. But as you can actually see, Joker is inviting us to a sushi bar somewhere down on the ward. So we're going to head down there and see what that's all about. I'll get into more for explorations of the house a little bit later in the video as the course of the series go on, so don't worry about that. You guys will see a little bit more of the place. But overall, it looks really nice. The place is good. You can decorate it yourself once you're done with the campaign, and stuff like that. Add a new vanity bathroom, a fully stocked kitchen, add a love seat, a couple of new sofas, make the place really feel a lot more Shepard homely. Even it has his own gun rack upstairs, for Shepard, because, Shepard can't go nowhere without his gun or his armor, you know what I'm saying? But next this cutscene is going to come up, so I'm going to be quiet and let you guys enjoy it, and I'll talk to you guys after the meeting with Joker.
Ah, Commander Shepard, your table is ready.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I was a little bit zoning out, but I was still moving the controller. As you can see, you know, they did a little bit of, you know, the whole fish in the floor thing. That's sort of nice. Even they had a French doorway or even a French barman.
Would you let it go for a drink?
That is just totally
Maybe later.
freaking awesome.
I'm
They
meeting a friend.
really made this place even more swank by sitting up adding French people. You know, French people make the party even more cool. But we're gonna talk to Joker for a bit, and I'll see you guys right after this.
Sushi place is serious. Like, French guy at the door serious. Only had to save the galaxy twice to get a table here. You seen the line outside? But here I am, drink in hand. Best pilot in the universe and a rock star.
Any news from the Normandy?
Oh, you know, maintenance stuff. It's hard knowing a bunch of strangers or poking around in my ship. I mean, your ship.
Let someone else do the work for once. Hackett's orders. You're on shore leave.
Yeah, whether we like it or not.
I'm sure you'll manage.
I may need a drink that comes with an umbrella.
I'm the first human Spectre. I'll get you 2 umbrellas.
Awesome use of power, boss. So, your email said it was important?
My email. I'm here because I got a message from you.
The hell? I didn't send anything.
Commander! Excuse me. Sorry. Nine's business. Commander, this is urgent!
I don't think that's the umbrella lady.
Commander Shepard, I'm Staff Analyst Maya Brooks. Alliance. Excuse me. Alliance Intelligence. There are people trying to kill you.
Yeah, I think she's aware of that.
No, I don't mean Cerberus and the Reapers. I mean other people. New people. It's... Someone is hacking your account. Comm channels, personal records. They're targeting you specifically.
Targeting me? What do they want?
The intel isn't definitive yet. Last time, I guess without definitive intel, we almost landed troops on a gas giant, which is bad.
Hang on, Brooks. Take a breath. From the top. What do you know?
Excuse me, you don't have a reservation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's performance is brought to you by random acts of violence.
Get down!
Man, I love show business. Spread out, boys. Find me Shepard.
Stay there! I'm coming! Joker!
Ow, my pancreas.
Hey!
Damn it!
Got one, sir.
Find the crew. I'm going after her.
Find the crew, got it.
Hey.
You used me as bait?
Go!
Okay, wasn't that an epic cutscene? You know, not even 10 seconds within Shepard can enjoy her dinner. She's already getting shot at by some known as Satan in the group. But I could tell a lot from this game was a lot of funny jokes. You're going to see a lot of jokes in this game being punchy one-liners or just metaphors. The funny factor in this DLC, it had me rolling, and it's sure enough going to have you rolling. But to talk about this fight, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I may die a lot during the course of this, just because the sole reason why, as you guys saw when I brought up my wheel, this Shepard, her special ability I chose for her, since this was my first Shepard, I chose her to have Carnage. And I'm starting to regret that a bit, that I wish I didn't have her use Carnage. And the just reason why is when I played with my other female Shepard, she had, like, I forgot what this overshield. It's an added ability you can have for her, but it cuts her damage that she takes in half. when it comes to no bullet damage and any other type of damage. So during that first time, you know, I was able to get out of the place and get around a lot quicker. This Shepherd is just like my first male Shepherd that I did from my first male playthrough. She doesn't have that overshield capability, so it's basically with me, it's sort of like a running gun shoot, basically sort of thing. I didn't really get how they tried to set up and say sneak and kill the guys with the silencer, because as soon as you pop out and shoot them with the silencer, they automatically alert the other guards. So I didn't really see the point of that. They try to, you know, make it into a Metal Gear Solid sort of thing. So what I basically try to do is, you know, running gun and shoot. But if I die, guys, please work with me. This is not exactly the most like I just did now. I just died. But this is not actually the most easiest gunfight. Easily, they're pretty much services AI box, but with a higher difficulty. And I can see that they wanted, you know, to up it up for players, you know, for this being the last DLC. They really wanted you to work for you, trying to see the conclusion of this whole entire story of, you know, them on shore leave in Citadel. But you know, one thing I learned is if you can basically dodge really good, you can sort of dodge some of their gunfire and other things. But one thing you want to watch out for, I'm sure you guys saw it with that little blue icon that was, well, not blue icon, that little blue drone like now in the screen. You want to avoid that, and that's just a reason. That thing is like a shock drone. It will hunt you down and pretty much shock the mess out of your shields. And what they like to do to follow up to try to kill you is they'll throw out a grenade which will separate into 5 other different grenades and blow up around you, which can possibly kill you. The way I suggest to deal with that whole entire thing is look for the soldier or trooper that has his Omni tool already out and activated. That's the guy that's controlling that little shock drone. If you can take him out before that shock drone just now and hits you, you'll be able to, you know, make the shock drone disappear because you're killing the guy that's destroying it. But to me, it was a little bit frustrating. First time when I was playing this through my first playthrough, you know, I sort of wish they didn't. I can understand they wanted to make it a little bit difficult, but to this point, it didn't really seem so much fair. You know, they give you a pistol that can only hold 30 in the clip, and you can only fire about 6 shots out of it. So, you know, they don't really drop, you know, thermal clips, as you can see, or you don't have any metagel, as you can also see from my reel. So you pretty much have to try to run and gun and shoot and try not to take as much damage as possible. That's what I tried to set up and do with this whole entire video, with this one and with my Shepherds before. Not really so much with my second female Shepherd, since she had that overshield on. So, you know, it pretty much made her shield recharge delay a lot shorter than this Shepherd and my first one. So it made it a little bit more easier, you know, to run around these guys, you know, shoot them or get to the objective at hand. So that's what you guys are mostly going to be seeing a lot, since, you know, since thermal clips aren't really that much important in this first part of this series. So yeah, but I'm going to be quiet on this part so you can watch this epic cinematic thing on Shepherd and Brooks, and it's actually pretty good. Alright guys, see you right after this.
Brooks!
Oh, okay, wasn't that a epic opening? Well, not opening, but cinematic thing. One thing I find out with these guys, whether it be Mass Effect 1 or Mass Effect 2 and some parts of Mass Effect 3, they always did some type of like cliffhanger thing where, you know, with most things that would kill a person, and they, like Shepard just now falling out of a 5-story building onto the lower parts of the water, that wouldn't pretty much kill a person. But Shepard, no, Shepard pretty much gets up, walks off, and keep moving. That's the one thing I think that really made Shepard a really strong character, was despite all the things that Shepard has been through, being a lot of near-death experiences, Shepard has always been able to get right back up and walk away from it. And from that, I sort of think that really made Shepard strong as a character and why people favor Shepard so much. because you're just you know, with an average
Alert
human,
C-sec.
you're average human,
Look
but
for
you
a way
got
out.
this such a will that, you know, when it comes down to it,
Sky
you
cars across
can't
the
die, because if
Maybe
you
a
do
landing
die,
pad.
everything else just falls down the toilet, and you know, it'd be all worth for nothing. Like even when Shepard got vacuumed out in space, Shepard came back to life, and
Get a
that
shuttle
really
over there.
sold everybody,
I'll find a way
because the way how Gaming Ethos sort of explained it to me once, that, you know, even though you did this out courageous thing, you killed a Reaper back during the first and Mass Effect, but it sort of seemed like
Keep at it,
Shepard
Brooks.
was basically invincible. Like through that whole entire game of Mass Effect 1, there were things that shouldn't have killed Shepard, but it really didn't. But by them out coming and saying in the beginning, you know, of ME2, saying that, well, Shepard can die by them,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm sensing
having
that.
the normally blow up and you get vacuumed out into space and your shit and your oxygen change doesn't work, and you know, you basically suffocate, then burn up in the nearest planet because you fall to it. That really made an understatement saying that Shepard can die, but even though Shepard came back, Shepard still has that will to fight and not give up and not give in and not, you know, die from that. And that's sort of just an understatement saying that Shepard can die, but Shepard ain't gonna die that easy unless, you know, Shepard gets space again. But as you guys can see, you know, I'm basically trying to run and gun shoot, run past a couple of these guys, because, you know, like I said before, you don't really have much ammo clips, and, you know, Metagel ain't something of the highest quality in this first part of the DLC. So, you know, I'm trying to, you know, take as many out as I can before booking and running, making it a little bit more easier. As you can see, they know one of them snipers tried to shoot at me. Luckily, I was already in cover, and I got stuck on the wall a bit. I'm rolling. Still rolling, but you know, that's what I basically try to do. I'm trying to do is, you know, try to dodge as many bullets as I can to get through this. Luckily, I already played this part through. I wouldn't have had the game, you know, firstly uploaded like yesterday, like the Gaming Ethos did, but I actually wanted to play through it twice so I can understand and get down which tactics that I want to choose making a video, you know, instead of, you know, always experience everything at first hand. I'm trying to, as you can see, trying to keep the dying down a little bit to a minimum. But you know, just again, that's another forewarning. I am probably gonna die a lot during this first part because it's actually totally ridiculous how the difficulty is and how easily, you know, without that overshield that my other Fem Shep has, it's real quite easy, you know, for me to take damage. So, you know, please work with me and stuff like that. But back to this. I sort of felt like this story, in a sort of way, was like the closing story for Shepard and his crewmates. Not so much, you know, the closing story where you can see for the whole entire thing, but it sort of felt like what the folks at BioWare tried to do was, since how ME3 in general, how it ended, you know, with Shepard either dying by destroying the Reaper, takes the last final breath, or you know, Shepard chooses to synchronize the Reapers and the humans, so that everybody's synthetics in one entire species, or either choose to control them, and I just died again. Either choose to control them and becomes the next Harbinger and protects them. I can, you know, pretty much tell, you know, they sort of felt like they indefinitely did drop the ball on that one, and with this DLC, I think they was trying to apologize not only to the fans of the whole entire series, but, you know, to Shepard and the crew in generally for, you know, for sending them off like that. So I sort of feel like the Citadel DLC, even though it doesn't wrap up the whole entire story with a pretty bow, like, you know, we all thought they was probably going to be working on when they first announced this DLC, that there was no, they're going to probably rewrite the ending, which was not the case. But really what they was trying to do was they was trying to send Shepard and his crewmates off with a pretty good bang, pretty much trying to close up their stories, you know, their relationships, all their stuff, by saying, you know, you can hang out with them, you can do this with them, you can do that with them, and I am dying like crazy right now. Thanks a lot, Casey Hudson, for this difficult AI system. But yeah, I sort of felt like they were, you know, just closing the chapter in general for Shepard and all the squad mates, you know, that's been with you since the first one. Not a bad idea. I can say out of all the DLCs that I've seen so far, thus far, because at first I wasn't gonna buy no DLCs, because of this, because how the ending ended, and then they tried to put out that extended cut crap that they try to pass on is trying to explain all them stupid bogus endings that they wrote before, but that's another story for another time. And just cause of that, I said, you know, EA and BioWare weren't going to get any of my cash, and you know, a handful of people could agree with me on that, saying they wasn't about to spend none of their hard-earned cash on this DLC or any DLC just in general. But what I can honestly say is, out of thus far, all the ones, Omega and then that Leviathan, this is the one that I really bought and consider really liking, because even though it doesn't, you know, help wrap up everything in general, it still does a pretty good job. You know, sort of closing the closure, you know, between Shepard and, you know, his squad mates. But you know, I sort of felt like you can sort of see with this DLC that there was time planned into it. You know, you can tell that they actually had time to, you know, sit up and write this whole entire story out piece by piece, knowing what they wanted Shepard to say, how Shepard to act, how do they want all the crewmates that survived the last suicide mission to react, or people just from ME1 to react in certain situations. You can tell that this wasn't being rushed. Now, like, so now for excuse me. Now, such for like the Omega DLC, I sort of felt like that was more of a filler. Just like, not like a filler like filling in the story arc, but filler like that it was delaying the inevitable that Shepard is going to, you know, basically shut up and die, and we all know this. And what's the point of helping, you know, Arya take back Omega? I didn't really see the point of that. You know, I didn't really so much like Arya back in the first one, because I thought she was just a know-it-all society that could pretty much do anything the hell she wanted and get fucked away with it. I didn't really see the point of that whole DLC. Maybe if you were into, you know, a little bit more action and gunplay, stuff like that. But wait. Hold on. Just wait.
Rex? What are you doing here?
Just butting heads with the council over Krogan expansion.
Now that's a motherfucking Krogan airdrop right then and there. Yes, if Rex does live from the ME1 save, which probably a handful of people did start from the ME1 save, Rex does come and help you out in the gunfight. Now, for me, since I started back with my first ME2 save that I imported over, since Rex died and, you know, Reed took over, since, you know, Reed is pretty much a bitch and don't really want to help out Triple with nothing, James ends up coming to save you by, you know, taking a Gatling gun like they had and basically shoots the hell out of the ship. But not like Rex did that big old Krogan body slam down and took out that whole entire fucking ship. That was just fucking awesome. And then the other thing is they actually added Rex right back into your squad. For this, just for the, not for the whole entire of the game, majority of the game, sorry guys, but you know, just for the portion of the DLC as it goes on, you will have Rex as a squad mate, and you know, you can choose to take him on, you know, the mission just within the DLC. I thought that was nice, you know, giving people that, you know, that liked Rex from the first one, you know, reincorporating him right back into the storyline, because it is talking about Shepard's crew in general, you know, the ME1 crew and pretty much the ME3 crew, but I sort of wish that they incorporated the ME2 crew a little bit more within the regular gameplay storylines. Like when you're done with the regular story, you know, you can go hang out with them and stuff. Like, when you talk about Shepard's crew, you would think that, you know, they would have all the treatments that they ever did have over the course of the game, you know, all coming together in this one place to help Shepard defeat this unknown assailant. I sort of wish, you know, they did it that way, but this way is really nice as well. But that's just something I was hoping for. But you know, it's still pretty nice to get to see Rex and his one-shot lines back again. It was a real good experience, funny, but you know, just something to think about. But it wasn't that much of a disappointment to stop me from playing the game. It was just, you know, just something, you know, you could wish for. You know, you could see, you know, have Jack back in your party, or Samara back in your party again. You know, just, or Miranda back. You know, it would have been nice, you know, to see them come together. But you know, it's not so much a thing. But you know, I'm gonna be quiet on this one part and let this cutscene play out. That's gonna load up. So guys, I hope you enjoy the cutscenes that's gonna come up, and I'll talk to you after. All right.
Someone want to tell me what's going on here?
Who were those mercenaries? They were heavily armed and using C-sec shuttles.
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
I can't believe you survived all that. They had guns, and grenades, and those drone things.
Brooks, it's okay. I know this is a lot to deal with.
I got shot. I got Medigel, but still, I took a desk job explicitly to not get shot. And you killed 100 guys with a pistol!
Well, yes, that did happen.
I mean, who does that? Well, you, I guess. But besides you. They said the Medigel might make me jumpy. Do I seem jumpy?
How did you get mixed up in this?
I monitored data for Alliance intel to prevent fraud and hacking of officer IDs. Like, someone using an Admiral's pass to get into a nightclub on the Citadel when that Admiral is fighting on Tuchanka. I wrote a tracking program. It's really neat. I named it Mr. Biscuits, after my cat.
Brooks.
Right, sorry. Anyway, my program detected a breach in your classified files. Soon, everything we had on you was compromised. Personnel files, mission reports, everything.
Since when does hacking personnel records involve heavy weapon fire?
Think of what criminals could do if they had Shepard's military access codes. Or Spectre codes, even.
Explains why they need you dead, Shepard. Nothing to stop them till the damage is done.
Okay, let's figure out who they are and shut them down. Ideas?
Maybe. That pistol you picked up.
For such a tiny thing, it packs a punch. Never seen anything like it before.
Nor have I. Let me see if I can dig something up.
Well, you can try, but I should warn you, I haven't found anything yet, and I've been digging pretty deep.
I'm sure you have. Glyph.
Collating relevant intel for review, Dr. Tassoni.
Thanks.
All right, the hour's on point. What about the rest of the crew?
Yeah, what about those slackers?
Joker, you've been busy.
I found some folks who actually like being shot at.
Oh snap, it's about to go down. But yeah, as you can see, you know, the Shepard's trying to actually take on this mysterious person that's trying to kill her. This is the first intro of introducing, you know, the crew basically come together. You can see the Shepard all around the apartment. You can go up there and interact to them and talk to them. But before we get out of here, we're gonna talk to Joker and see what Joker has to say. Joker?
Okay, later, when this is over and everything is settled, we are gonna
yeah, but when we come back, we're gonna talk about that blade thing. I hope you enjoyed the very first playthrough, and I'll see you in part 2. Alright, peace.